Welcome back, Mantis.
You're really making a name for yourself, I see.
Take a load off. Have a cold drink. Unless you're always welcome to relax here between jobs. I've got anything a tracker might need to take the edge off after a long day.
Agent Koios, at your service. Keep it quick, and don't waste my free cycles. That action is well within my assigned purview. Allow me a moment. Data access complete. Partial corruption noted. Attempting reconstruction. Repairing. Unable to fully restore data. Affirmative. Data points include a survey of several fringe systems, biochemical assessments, inquiries on trackers' assets, and error. I have transferred the data to this slate if you wish to refer to them. What do you request of me? Serious inquiries only. If any of the information I've given... was probably entered wrong. If you have need of my services, just ask, but try not to monopolize my time. I will assist if I am able. What is your query? I still have references to the recovered data stored locally. What data would you like more information on? Searching. Error. No further information at this time. I represent all knowledge available within the Trackers Alliance database. If there is a subject I am unable to comment on, there might be active restrictions in place. However, the only Trackers Alliance member sanctioned to instate or remove security authorization for the database is Agent number 1. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Yes? Speak with me.
The hunt continues. I hope you fare well. I have offered the only real lead available to us at present, but if there is something else you wanted to discuss, feel free. Things rarely unfold this easily as we wish, with the contents at least able to offer some insight into the location of your target. I see. You will be forgiven for not knowing our history, but that is not a name I wish spoken within these walls for various reasons. Suffice to say, I do not believe there is anything there worth pursuing. We burned everything having to do with that man, and anything connected to his professional life. Wherever those ashes might be, his transgressions are long buried with him. It is not a past worth dredging up. Is that the extent of information you were able to uncover? I assure you that is not the case. Whatever issues we deal with now, nothing good will come from revisiting those accounts. This is true. There may be a use for this information in ways I cannot see. You possess good instincts. Perhaps there is more here. It is possible that personal stake may be clouding my judgment in ways I cannot see. But it is an open secret anyway. Most other members are aware, so one more won't change that. With the matter settled, Koios is now authorized to index information across Volk's accounts, contacts, safe houses, and previously known aliases. And since he is no doubt listening in on this very conversation, you should be receiving coordinates shortly to wherever your data points and something on that list of assets have lined up.
Affirmative. Transmitting identified coordinates now.
If you still require answers beyond that, I will allow it. But just this once. In truth, the events that unfolded bring me a great shame I do not believe myself worthy of overcoming at times. Volk, at one point, was the best of us. He chased his quarry to the ends of the universe, an ideal trackers strive toward. I had thought that capturing the most bounties in our storied history would be enough. But a hunger like that is not easily satiated. At first he was, but it was short-lived. He wanted to be better, so he expected others to follow suit. It was something Volk would never have admitted at the time, but he looked up to the Mantis. He really did want to make a difference, in his way. Perhaps from that lofty goal he grew frustrated that he never felt any real change in the system. Felons were cycled in and out as criminality steadily rose, despite our collective efforts. There was an especially sharp spike in crime a few years back that stretched our resources fairly thin. It was around then that Volk began his policy of no survivors. And it is an apt sound. Volk had had his disagreements in policy before then, but it's at that point that he felt emboldened to indulge his demons. The previous agent number one looked the other way as he tore across the systems. And so did we. With more work to go around than trackers available to take it, we could not afford infighting, which gave Volk his opportunity. He killed our number one in cold blood, and I let it happen. I knew he had ambition, but I was naive in thinking it had a limit. It is a mistake I still carry with me to this day. You can understand why I do not wish to dwell on this history. It is a courtesy I would not extend to just anyone. Do not let my trust in you be misplaced. I hope this at least provides you some perspective as you pursue your target. I know in my mind Volk is dead, but I sense the same unease as this Mantis grows emboldened. Put an end to this before the worst comes to pass, and history repeats itself on a grander scale.
Repair attempt is insufficient for full recovery, but Oleg is grateful. Extra part remaining after unsuccessful repair. Oleg will return to helpful user, while Oleg runs diagnostics.
This location will be found so soon. Usually one has to be lured here. Typical pretense to hide fear response. Reaction presents more variables to account for, but manageable. Intentional pursuit, likely. Moving forward with evaluation. One subject isolated. Threat assessment negligible. Potential affiliations ecliptic, fleet, possibly independent. Requires further inquiry. The Mantis? No, I'm on this side of the glass. I am me. I am the Mantis. This is not real. You are real. Ignore the excess. Subject presents as delusional. Proceeding with discretion. Resuming pre-trial. Direct intervention, not deemed critical. Still, list of unknowns requires further examination before final judgments. Ventilation clear. Anesthetic primed. Adjusting dose as appropriate. Inducing sedation state now. Auxiliary systems on standby. Fixation on an identity they have no claim to. Strong egocentric tendencies. Initiating vetting process. Moving to trial phase. Observation will continue so long as the subject does. But signs point to this one falling sooner than the others.
getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Observation phase has ended. I have everything I need to bring things to a close. These results, I admit, are disappointing. And alongside your history, you can see why I'm justified in stalling you here. Enough with the lies, the deception. Not to be tricked again. I am me, and you're nothing less than a sinner who deserves no more rights than a figment of the imagination. But in the interest of good faith, let's read aloud my findings before we begin. Before us, we have one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. A bounty hunter with a bounty, wanted across the entirety of known space. Which brings us to the transgression that ultimately led you astray today. Proud member of the Trackers Alliance. Purveyors of the very system of injustice they would have me ignore. Buying and selling freedom with the unearned moral superiority that can only come with governmental backing. The list goes on, but you can clearly see the issue we have on our hands. I will not be judged by you, so I would save that fire for yourself. You'll need it for what comes next. Now that we've passed judgment, we move to our final phase. You've all heard the charges. all of which our subject is clearly guilty of. Do as you see fit to ensure he never commits them again. You remain within my design.
Dr. Erickson, personal log. Progress has stagnated at 23% efficacy. We're up for review in 2 months, so we really need to push. No more breaks, no more interruptions. If we don't double our numbers soon, they're gonna shelve the whole program. Don't forget, need to fill out posthumous release forms for Jackson, Polanski, Gansberg, Clark twins, and... Smith? No, it was... Schmidt. Remind Moira to reach out to our contact in the Trade Authority. We're running low on sedatives. There was... something else. I'm sure it's not important.
Snap out of it. No physical damage.
Mentally, the jury's still out.
You know who you are? Any of this look familiar?
They'll come for me. I know they will. You're not here. None of this is. There's no one there. I can't be fooled. They won't come. They don't care. I'm just dreaming. You don't have power over me? Get out, I said. Get out! They won't come.
You're certainly a resilient one, 43. The paranoid ones tend to be a little harder to cure. But we have all the time in the world.
The hell are you talking about? You scared of 43. What did you do to me?
Do to you? I saved you. You were shot down and about to be swarmed by an ecliptic raiding party. You're lucky I found you.
You shot me down, you psycho! I was almost out of there when you showed up, and now you got me locked up like some animal? This your idea of salvation?
43, you're confused. This reaction is typical after trauma. You're restrained for your own safety more than mine. Once I can be sure you aren't a danger to yourself, you'll be free.
Sure. Only danger is when no one finds out. I already did my part. Trackers won't stop coming after you till you're out of the picture. You're the one who should be worried for their safety.
You are freaky. We'll have to take our time with you. Now take a deep breath and begin your treatment.
This is real.
Take it easy. Do you know where you are? Patient at Loberon Medical? Any of this look familiar? Oh, but you do recognize where you are, yes? I'll take it. It's certainly an improvement from your usual disassociation. The Mantis isn't real. They can't hurt you. Not here. I assure you, there's nothing to fear from me to begin with. I only wish to help. Now lay back and give yourself over to the treatment. I know it's hard to accept, but you're almost through the worst of it. An act, is it? Very well. I can't help those who can't help themselves. It seems as though we're through here.
Listen, I'm done indulging you. I offered you mercy, and you refused my kindness. Whatever you are, whatever game you're playing at, it ends here. I am the only Mantis that matters. You are nothing. Inheriting some false ideal from a dead woman does not entitle you to the position. You lack the resolve necessary to carry its burden. Only I can. You are deceived by a narrow vision, blind to the good that can come from using the Mantis as a force of change. I'm sure the lies no one fed you make you think that. Your leader says my way is immoral simply because it's not theirs. You can't tell me putting criminals away permanently is wrong. You leave someone alive and they end up committing more crimes. Have you really accomplished anything? Done any good? Can you really consider that justice? But to whom? What does it matter what we do to someone who doesn't care how they affect others to begin with? The Trackers Alliance wants to judge me as if they hold some divine right above mine. But the truth is, the only thing that separates us is which end of the barrel we end up on. If only you could admit to yourself that you see the logic in what I'm saying, we could provoke a revolution, enact real change. You've been derelict in the duties of the Mantis, so you are in no position. I have the conviction to follow through on my ideals. While you simply spout platitudes into the void. Your lack of action contributes to the stagnation of justice that I fight against. So in vanquishing you, I too vanquish that evil. Your evaluation is at its end. You're a threat to my work and need to be taken off the board. The time for talking is over, and I will not be denied. Not by you, not by anyone.
lost the last list, so let's try this again. Need 3 positron batteries. Islands have been running low on juice. Bay doors have been sticking. Need coolant and a new control rod. As many turret parts as I can get my hands on. Oh, and some lubricant for Oleg. A special order at the chop shop should be ready soon, too. I'll see if they have any better jamming equipment before taking off.
Recognition. Greetings, Mantis. I am Oleg. Awaiting user input. Acknowledged.